Joins us now with a look at what those passengers may be experiencing. Dr. Morgan, always a pleasure to have you on the show. We need to couch this discussion in the fact that these are assumptions. We don't know where this vessel is at, whether it's floating on the water or deep down in the depths of the ocean right now. So let's assume, though, that it is in the depths of the ocean, 13,000 feet deep. That is how far the Titanic is down there. That's 2.5 miles, and all indications were they were well on the mission down there. Aside from just the pressure of being so far down in the water, what are their bodies going through right now, assuming they're that far deep?
So when we look at this small container that they are in, which has a finite amount of oxygen, obviously we want to be concerned about the oxygen capacity and the oxygen supply. As the oxygen levels decrease, the body will start to become weaker. You may become disoriented as your oxygen levels decrease. And as your oxygen runs out, you can lose consciousness within a few seconds, and death can ensue within a few minutes. Prior to that, there is a lot of stress on all of the organ systems of the body as the oxygen levels drop, including the heart, and it would not be unusual as well to suffer a heart attack as the stress of the organs from the low oxygen levels takes its toll as well.
And we've, of course, been following this race against the clock, but there's no specific cutoff point. We know that they had enough oxygen to get them through this morning, but there's no like cutoff point. So how could they conserve or extend oxygen if that's even possible?
If they've been able to conserve oxygen by limiting physical activity, speaking less, such that you can maintain as much oxygen inside of your body as opposed to exhaling it when speaking, slow, deep breaths as opposed to rapid, shallow breathing. But as the oxygen levels decrease, that becomes physiologically more difficult because air hunger triggers hyperventilation or a type of panting where you're going to breathe more rapidly. In addition to that, the carbon dioxide levels would also increase. We breathe out carbon dioxide. That is called hypercapnia. And as hypercapnia increases in that cabin, it is also a trigger for us to breathe more. This is how we survive. That would also increase the breathing rate.
And they're in close quarters too. This is a vessel 22 feet by 9 feet. They're crammed in there.
These are close quarters, and we also have to contend with what probably could be fear as well, and panic, and how that would also drive the physiologic breathing processes, which could consume more oxygen. If you're able to remain calm and control your breathing, they certainly should be able to stretch out that oxygen supply. But these are very challenging situations. Not only are they within this cabin, but it is cold. I don't know what type of clothing they have as far as provisions. And it is also, they're also immersed in total darkness, which continues to contribute as the oxygen levels decrease to that sense of disorientation. It's unclear whether it's day, whether it's night, and where you are in space.
It's such a scary and awful situation to even think about, and obviously we hope that their pod is up there floating somewhere on the Atlantic Ocean. Dr. Jane Morgan, thanks for breaking it down, for us.
Thank you. We absolutely hope for the best.
Absolutely. All right.